Hello, what's up, everybody? I'm here to talk about V1 punks, the OG punks and the OG NFTs, the genesis of NFTs, like the first NFTs to be on the blockchain, and super excited to talk about them. So, um, before we dive into P1 punks, we need to originally understand what was the CryptoPunks and why V1 punks are called the genesis of NFTs. So let's look into it. CryptoPunks. So CryptoPunks were originally made by Lava Labs, and Matt and John were the co-founders of Lava Labs. So these punks were having 10,000 copies, and all these punks were unique. And then the good thing about them is that they were free mints initially. So like Lava Labs provided them as free mints, and people just have to pay the gas fees and they can own the punk and put them as their PFPs, or let's say profile pictures, onto their social network platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, just to flex them. And they had no utility as such, but the good thing was that they were not on a centralized server. Instead, they were on the blockchain. So Ethereum blockchain they have used, and they have put all their PFPs onto the Ethereum blockchain. Also, since these NFTs were made in 2017, there was no secondary marketplaces like Opensea, Rarible, or any other marketplaces wherein they can trade these NFTs. So, like trade in a sense, let's say post 10,000 copies. If someone wants to have or own one of these punks, they can't, right? So they wanted to buy them. So how will we how will they buy them? So Lava Labs decided that they will make their own marketplace, and Lava Labs sold them on their own marketplace. um, and they were a huge hit. Why? Because like they if you check, these punks look very familiar to famous celebrity faces. Like this is a Mr. Robot punk, and this is this is another famous celebrity whose punk is over here. So like they replicate, or like they resemble famous celebrities. And one more good thing about them was that not just like they were unique, but also some of the punks has very rare traits. Like this guy is an alien punk, this guy is an ape punk, and this guy over here is again an ape, this guy is a zombie. So zombie, apes, and aliens were a very rare trait to have, and these were sold for millions of dollars. So if you are aware about Christie's auction, they were sold for millions of dollars, and everyone wanted to have a punk in 2017, as like people are going mad and crazy about them. So I got this slide from famous celeb punks. So as you can see, there's Michael Jackson and his uh, resembling punk, uh, and then below that there's Drake, and then uh, his resembling punk. So like all these punk used to resemble some of the other celebrities, and so they were quite very much adopted in the mainstream media. Like all celebrities started buying them, putting them as their PFPs, and so everyone wanted to have one punk, and people were paying millions of dollars for them. So as I told you all, like during those days there was no marketplaces like OpenSea's, Rarible, LuxLair, so they made their own marketplace. And what happened is that like during those days everything was running smooth, but there was a bug in the smart contract. And what was the bug? The bug caused a problem, and which is the buyer was getting his ETH back instead of the seller. So let's say if I want to buy a punk from the marketplace, and I am the buyer and you are the seller. So I pay for the punk, I get the punk, but I also get the ETH rewarded back. So that was the bug, and seller was not getting their ETH. So as you can see, lightning wave, a guy who reported this issue that he sold his punk, but he couldn't get the ETH yet. So Pence, who is the co-founder, replied him back that like there is a bug and which is preventing the buyer to get the ETH rewarded. So to fix that bug, what they did is that they made a V2 version of the punk, and they reminted them, like they put again them on the blockchain, and then they airdrop those punks to the holders of the punks. So I'll link this video, and this video is very much important because in this video Matt, who is one of the co-founder of Lava Labs, is talking about CryptoPunks and how did they got to know about the bug and how did they fix it, and what easy solution they got is that they'll create or remint the punk back, like new versions will be created and will be airdropped to the owners of the punk. But the problem with the easy solution is that the original punks were dead, and like they were not, they were not given any importance by our lab to fix them, or like since they were the first punks to be on the blockchain, I think Lava Lab made a wrong decision to just put them there and not do anything about them. So so but we have a good news for everyone, like super exciting news, like V1 punks, they are back, and these guys are like these guys are uh, the punk holder, or the people who love punks, and they are the NFT enthusiast also, like crazy developers fascinated about NFT space, and they want to bring back the original punk. um, so this punks are a community driven project. The V1 punks are a community driven project, and what they are doing is that they are fixing the bug in the original punk by wrapping them into a 721 wrapper. Yes, 721 wrapper. So we get the Genesis punk, and we can actually put them into our profile pictures, and do lot many other stuff with them, because since this is a community driven project, they are also planning to do a lot of things which I'll talk about. But one thing to note is that like these are exactly like this look exactly the same, just that the if you check the only the difference is that the background of the V1 punks is a bit different. So like the background is not normal transparent, it is having a purple tone. So that's the only difference. And the good news also is that we are now can trade them on Openseas, like all the secondary markets. We don't need to use any of the centralized market like Lava Labs, what Lava Labs is been doing. So don't get me wrong, like if you search on OpenSeas, so CryptoPunks, you might find them, like you will find them, but those are just pull data. They are just pulling data from the marketplace of Lava Labs. So they are not readable on OpenSea. But V1 CryptoPunks, the original punks, are not readable on CryptoSea, and this is the community who is driving it, like Hamba, Frank, FCC View, Irish Gull. So all these are developers, like OG developers and archaeologists who are very much extremely well talented and enthusiastic about CryptoPunks. So it is a huge news for everybody to to have something from the Genesis block. Now it does not end here. Like, so V1 punks, the good thing is like they are not here for money grab. They are taking 0% royalties from us. Like uh, in their, so they are not charging anything. Like they want everyone to own a punk, and that's their only intention. And they have come with a good intention. So now they also had to create one marketplace, so there is a huge reason behind it, and the reason is that like Lava Labs is trying to fund them by saying that uh, they gonna dump their V1 punks and crash the market. So they are or maybe they can DMCA them and you know do something to stop them, but these guys are there to support us, and again on their marketplaces they are not taking any fees from anyone, so it is 0% fees and purely community driven. Coming to the roadmaps, so like most of the things in the roadmaps is achieved. So like there is a huge community which is driving them now. Now also like what they're planning to do, this step is not yet achieved, but what they're planning to do is their own governance token. So sorry, their own governance via voting. So with V1 punks tokens, so the tokens which we buy, like the crypto punks which we buy, like these punks, we can use them as our voting right uh, onto their marketplace for making decisions on where the projects where we want to take the project to. So that's another huge thing. Like they are doing everything for free, and apart from that, like they are also making it a DAO. So if you are not aware, DAOs are decentralized autonomous organizations, and you should study about them. And it's amazing to note big steps. Apart from that, there's a community member called Cyborg. He brought a piece of land in Sandbox. If you check V1 Punks, so yeah, so it's very exciting thing, and they are planning to build their own headquarters in Cyborg, which in Sandbox, which is already Cyborg is already making the architectural design, and we will have our headquarters in Metaverse, so we can hang out there and chat with other punks. Apart from that, there are giveaways which are going on. So like there's one guy called as Nolrazim. So he gave away 5 punks to people, and like those value like around 100k US dollars now. So it's insane because the floor is right now 20 ETH, 20 25 ETH. So amazing thing, amazing thing happening, and there are more giveaways which are going to come. So hang out in the Discord. And so before we wrap up, let's just talk about the FUD which Lava Labs is trying to create using their official Twitter handle. They tweeted that V1 punks are not the original punks, are not the official punks. We don't like them, and we have got thousands of them. So to draw your conclusions, any proceeds will be used to purchase a real punk. So like they are trying to threaten them that they gonna DMCA or they going to dump the market by you know dropping their 1,000 punks, so the market will crash as the overall supply will increase. But nothing of that sort is going to happen, because blockchains never lie. If you go back and check the on the blockchain, the contract is still the same. It is the original CryptoPunk itself. It's just that Lava Lab just did not care to think about them. Yeah, that's all. So thanks, thank you all for staying till the end, and I'll share all the links in the description, like the Discord link, the V1 contract link, and all the important links in the description. If you guys want to check more about them, you can just or you guys have any question, you can just go onto the Discord. The community is very strong, and like they are always welcoming, and they are open to all the question and all the criticism also. So they are, like, they are not like lava labs who are kicking the members who are talking about v1 punks on their lava labs discord, which is very much like, having too much kind of what I can say, attitude. So they're not like all those people. So they are very much listening and welcoming, they're taking suggestions all the time. So yeah, thanks a lot